Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com. Sunday, April 16th, 2023, here with your NRFI and YRFI show. Of course, NRFI stands for no runs in the first inning. YRFI, yes runs in the first inning. NRFI, some books call it under a half a run in the first inning. The YRFI, yes runs first inning. Some books call that over half a run. Any way you slice it, these are all the same bets. The NRFI and the over, the NRFI and the under, the YRFI and the over. Because with the NRFI, if 6 outs are recorded and no runs are scored, that one is a winner. On the YRFI, if 6 outs are recorded and there's a run on the board, well, you are a winner. And the bets, they cash and happen that fast. Of course, on this show, we just go over through the betting tools and give these picks out. We've been kind of hit and miss here. I can call it how it is. You guys can see all the videos. I don't delete the bad days, and I don't, only leave the really good ones. So you guys can see when we have good and bad days, and we go over all the picks from the following day here. 100% transparency. But one thing we know over the course of doing videos on YouTube for 15 years on a number of different channels is that the more data you have, especially in a sport like baseball, the better the picks get. So I expect this show to be heating up in a hurry. Of course, we have premium picks at Pickdawgz.com, but if premium picks aren't your thing, or if they are your thing, a great way to support us is to sign up for a sportsbook using our sportsbook tab. I can't even express to you guys how important it is to shop lines. I know a lot of people are new to sports betting and they feel they have this obligation to this one book that gave them a bonus, but every book will give you a bonus, and we have the best bonuses at Pickdawgz. Might as well get 9 bonuses. It's way better than getting that one bonus from that book that has, just one set of lines. When you shop lines, here's what the difference is. The difference is you need to win 110 consecutive bets just to break even if you don't shop lines, and you can find a 10-cent line differential at another book. So whether you're a $20 bettor betting 3 bets a day, a $20 bettor betting 5 bets a day, or a $100 bettor betting 3 bets a day, or whatever the case may be, you need to win 110 games more just to break even, which is you're basically stacking the odds against you. The biggest advantage you have is to shop lines. Head on over to Pickdawgz.com, click on the Sportsbook tab. It's a win-win for all of us, and I'll tell you what, keeps all these free pick videos coming. But anyways, let's look at yesterday's picks, and man, we did not have a great day. I'm always the first to admit it. I'm not going to sit here and say we had a great day when we didn't. We didn't lose them all, but I'll tell you, certainly didn't win enough. Pick number 1, the Twins and the Yankees. Yes, runs first inning. Nah, there was no runs in that thing. The next one, Brewers and Padres. Well, there's a winner. So both teams scored in the first inning. The Guardians and the Nationals, no runs in the first inning. The Nationals scored 3 runs in the first inning. Thanks for nothing. The Angels, no runs in the first inning as underdogs versus the AL East. Yeah, right. There was yes runs in the first inning. It was the Angels that actually scored it. Meanwhile, the Reds, yes runs in the first inning against the Phillies. There was no runs in the first inning. The Reds scored 13 runs yesterday. None of them were in the first inning. Miami versus Arizona, no runs in the first inning. There were no runs in. Oh, actually, I think Arizona did score in the first inning in that one. Yeah, it was when it rains, it pours. But the Braves and the Royals, yes runs in the first inning. Both teams scored in the first inning in that one. So that one was a winner. And then we had the Cubs and the Dodgers, no runs in the first inning. That one was a winner as well. And then we closed the night with Seattle against the Rockies. And we had yes runs in the first inning. There was no runs in the first inning. There's 11 runs scored in the game. So not a good day, not our worst day, and not as bad as it gets. But I'll tell you what, not good enough. And I don't know, it's borderline. I'd say I hate losing. So it's like I give myself the clown emoji second time this season. Really, that's it borderline, though. It's like we've had the one day that was really clown emoji worthy. And say this one, you know what? I hate losing enough that, you know what, I'll give myself the clown emoji. But anyways, let's look at today's picks and see if we can turn this thing around, turn this clown upside down. And I tell you, we've had a great week. So let's see if we can make it a really good week. Pick number 1, we're going to head to Toronto, where it's McClanahan up against Manoah. Both teams giving their number 1 pitchers to the mound in this one. This should be a great battle, but as we say often, if you're going to get to the best pitchers, you got to get to them early, because once they settle in, That's it. So we're going to take the yes runs first inning. It's hit, and the Rays are favored in this game. The last 4 times the Rays have been favored, there has been runs in the first inning. We'll take the yes runs first inning in the Rays Blue Jays. Our next one, we're going to take the no runs first inning in the Angels Red Sox. The Angels as road dogs against the AL East. It's hit 10 times in a row. In this one, Whitlock is on the mound for the Red Sox. He's pretty good. And Reed Detmers, don't let that ERA fool you. He hasn't been all that bad. I've watched him in all of his starts so far this season. He has like a good cutter slider type thing that he does, and he makes it tough the first time through the batting order at least. I like the no runs first inning at Fenway Park. Getting plus money on this one. So that'll be pick number 2. Pick number 3, we head to Chicago. We got a great one of 2 young pitchers in this one. Dylan Cease, who's been absolutely on fire for the White Sox this season to start it. Really the shining star of the entire franchise right now. And he's up against Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles, who's a rookie. But the thing about Rodriguez, he's one of the top prospects, not in the Orioles organization, in all of baseball. He was rated the number 5 prospect overall in all of baseball. So you got to believe that Rodriguez has better stuff than what we've seen from him here so far. But I do believe that he comes through and Cease comes through, at least through that first inning. We're going to take the NRFI in the White Sox against the Orioles. The next one, we got the Braves and the Royals. This thing has been a run fest. If they got runs yesterday on them, there's going to be runs today, because yesterday they had 2 guys that had not been giving up runs in Bubic and Elder. They gave up runs. And in this one, it is Zach Greinke who, if you're going to get to him, he always has not been a great first inning pitcher. And then on the other side of it, he's up against Kyle Wright, who's looked terrible in the only time that we've seen him this season. I'll take the yes runs first inning in Kansas City in what's been a high-scoring series anyway. We got to our next game, the A's against the Mets. This one, a little skeptical. Low-scoring game yesterday, but the A's now 4 in a row with the NRFI at home. That includes that bombing the other day, which I misscored on the show. But Sears up against Budo. Scherzer has been scratched, moved back, and they put Budo in. This guy's been hit extremely hard. But the A's, Oakland, is a pitcher's ballpark. It's a lean for me in this one, but we'll take the NRFI in the A's Mets. The next one, Cubs and the Dodgers. NRFI yesterday. We'll go with the NRFI again. The Cubs 6-0 to the NRFI on the road against the American League West. Julio Arias, the guy who's been seen as the phenom of the Dodgers pitching staff ever since he was like 12 years old, up against Drew Smyly, the crafty veteran. Normally a guy like Smyly, these veteran guys, they can usually work their way around stuff for a little while before they get hit. We're going to take the NRFI in the Cubs Dodgers. And then the next one, we're going to take the last one of the show, the yes runs first inning in the Brewers against the Padres. The Brewers, the yes runs first inning. Wade Miley on the mound, not to be confused with Drew Smyly. I always confuse those 2 guys, but they're very similar, like where they fit in the pitching staff. Similar last name, but it's Wade Miley against Yu Darvish. Once again, if you're going to get to Darvish, you got to get to him early. And Wade Miley, the lefty, there's been a decent amount of hitting. I mean, you got 2 stacked lineups in this game. The NRFI makes a lot of sense. And when the Brewers have been in the underdog role, well, the NRFI's hit 8 times in a row. So we'll take the NRFI in the Brewers Padres. That'll be our final pick of today's show. So let's just recap everything we've gone over on this show today, and let's see if we can make it a big winner. But anyways, first things first, be sure to shop those lines. That is how you make money. If you're not shopping lines and you're giving away a 10-cent differential per game, you just got to remember, you got to win 110 more bets than over the course of a year than you do. That's you have to win 110 more bets over the course of a year if you're going to break even. So basically you're giving away, if you're a $100 bettor, you're giving away $11,000 just by not making the bet at a different book where you can get a better price. It's crazy. You cannot make money in betting sports doing that way. You can ask any professional bettor. They will tell you they have got a ton of accounts. But anyways, use the sportsbook tab at pickdawgz.com. Let's get back to it and recap the picks. We took the Yurfie in the Blue Jays Rays. We took the Nerfy in the Angels Red Sox. We took the Nerfy in the White Sox Orioles. We took the Yurfie in the Braves Royals. We took the Nerfy in the A's Mets. We took the Nerfy in the Cubs Dodgers. And we took the Yurfie in the Brewers versus the Padres. You know, some days I come on here and I do these picks and I'm reading off the betting tools picks, and some days I'm kind of like, I'm not 100% sure. Other days it's like, wow, I really like these picks. Today I will say I really like these picks. If there's one pick that I'm a little iffy about, it's that A's Mets Nerfy. But outside of that one, I really like almost all the other ones on this show. I think we're going to come back tomorrow and talk about what a grand slam we hit today. Of course, remember tomorrow, early game at Fenway Park, that 11 o'clock start for Patriots Day. So be sure to stay tuned for that one. And of course, all the Nerfy action here every single day. We're going to ride it till the wheels fall off. We're just waiting on that heater. It is coming. We saw a glimpse of it a couple of days ago. I believe there'll be plenty more right around the corner. Let's make it a winning day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books together.